this is Nandi and welcome to Lemon Water in the Mornings with Nandi. Today is Saturday, so I know that many persons are sleeping in. I'm actually off to a little bit of a late start this morning, about 15 minutes late, because I was there after my meditation. I was just sitting down and chilling a little bit before I drink my lemon water actually this morning. And I'm actually reflecting this morning about my home and the fact that, well, I've had construction going on for some while now, and it's like at the stage where it's wrapping up, and I'm getting really excited because, you know, my whole passion is going to be to fix it up the way I want it, and I'm really excited about that. So, you know, getting the fixtures in and just making it my space, making it reflect me, that part of it I'm really going to enjoy, from the tiling to the paints to the artwork to the little things that you put in that are just part of your spirit and just make your home yours. You know, a house is different from a home. You make it into a home by pouring your spirit into it, by how you nurture the persons who live there, by how you nurture yourselves, by how you care for the space, protect the space, clean the space, you know, just that whole experience of making it yours, putting your spirit into it. And so we're on the last lap of the actual construction, and I'm really looking forward to fixing it up. So that's what I have on my mind this morning. And so I'm inviting you, as usual, to share my lemon water experience. So this is a beautiful lemon. Look at that. Beautiful lemon. And the inside just as lovely. Just as lovely on the inside. So I'm going to squeeze my lemon into my glass. All that goodness coming out of it. I do have a orange juicer, which I could use for my lemons and even the lime, as small as they are. But I tend not to, I prefer to just squeeze. I don't know. I have an electric orange juicer and I have a manual orange juicer, and I still prefer to use the hands. Okay, so I'm pouring in my natural spring water from the Blue Mountains, Catherine's Peak. So Catherine's Peak is actually a little village in the Blue Mountains here in Jamaica, and this company, Catherine's Peak, bottles the spring water from that region. And I am in no way affiliated with Catherine's Peak at all, but this is the brand of bottled water that I buy, spring water from the Blue Mountains. So that's our highest mountain peak, the Blue Mountain Peak. So this is the first thing I'm having. As usual, the first thing that touches my stomach. And of course, I always remind you that the lemon water, it stimulates the digestive process. So having this as the first thing in the morning, you're getting that peristalsis going, you're getting that, the cleaning the digestive tract and preparing it for breakfast, and it's also going to help you to digest your breakfast better. In addition to the other benefits, now I'm putting together some video clips to add to this series. So I'll have it kind of like an introduction before I get into the yapping in the mornings, just to show those video clips so you can see the benefits, because I don't want to just rely on what I remember each time. I want to actually put the clips together and outline the different benefits of having the lemon water or lime water, so I can just play that and I know that everything is covered. I touched on everything, and I'll have different video clips maybe for different days. Maybe for Sunday I'll have a particular clip, Monday a particular clip, and I'll play that just to remind us of how beneficial the lemon water or lime water is first thing in the morning. Some persons have it just with regular water, room temperature, some warm, some even hot. So they would have it like a tea, lemon water tea or lime water tea. I prefer to just have it room temperature, just as is. Just pour the spring water onto the lemon juice or the lime juice. If I'm having lemons, I'll just use one, because you will get a good amount of juice from one lemon. If I'm using limes, and the limes to me are more astringent, they're more powerful in terms of their pulling power and just that sharpness that you feel. But I will use anywhere from 1 to even 3 or 4 limes. With some persons might find that to be a little too much, but if you just want to have a half, that's fine. 1 lime, 2 limes, and I buy my limes ripe when they're yellow, not when the skin is still green, unless I absolutely have no other option. I'll use the green limes. But I am very particular about my fruits. I want to buy them when they are ripe, and that's when you get the most benefit from them. So generally persons, they will use the lime when it's green, once you can get the juice from it, once you can squeeze it and get that juice. But I definitely look for the ripe limes. So you still get some, as I said, the astringent property of the lime is very powerful, and you can actually feel it going down the throat, feel it pulling on the mucus. It's going to be pulling the mucus from your sinuses, right? So here and here, and you will actually feel it draining at the back of your throat. So as usual, now I'm going to make my juices, my 2 batches of juice for the day, and then I'm going to be doing my laps. So in the mornings typically I do 10 laps, because that's basically the amount of time I have, because normally after the laps I have to get ready for class, right? So I teach a full day school, and so I have to get back and get ready for that. So typically the 10 laps will take me anywhere from 45 minutes to an hour, depending on, you know, a number of things. So that's how I get started on my day. That's how it's been for quite some time, for a number of years. That's my routine. So I get up, I have my meditation, I make my juices, I do my laps, and then I get off to teaching and all the other stuff that I have to do throughout the day. But like I said, it's Saturday. I know some of you are still in bed. I've just always been an early riser. It's part of me. I had to rise at 4 from I started high school, because the area that I lived in, the bus situation was terrible, and we just had to get up early to try to get transportation to go to school. So my grandfather used to wake me up at that time and get us ready. So it's a part of me, and it's actually something that I think, studying the lives of men and women who have achieved great things in life, you tend to find that they are early risers. So they get started on their day. They beat the sun to it. They beat the sun at his own game, as I always say. And they start planning. They start their meditation. You know, that little me time for them is in the early morning, where they just get their mind together and prepare themselves mentally and spiritually and physically too for the day. So because you just don't know what's going to come in any given day, and you just have to be prepared. So rising early has just always been a part of me, and it will continue to be a part of me. I just can't, I mean, occasionally I think my body just tells me, okay, you need to sleep in today. Once in a while I'll get that, and I'll just, you know, maybe feel a little tired, and especially if I've been really doing extra work for that day, like last week Friday I had a workshop and I was up and down, that kind of thing. So every once in a while it will accumulate, and then your body will tell you you need to just rest. But generally speaking though, I'm an early riser, and I also sleep pretty late, I would say. So when you're on a diet that's mainly consisting of fruits and herbal teas, you tend to have a lot of energy. You don't feel sluggish, you don't feel exhausted, and so you really don't need that much sleep anyway. And when you are passionate about life and you have so many things you want to do, so many plans, because I'm writing, I'm teaching, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, you just don't want to lie in bed, because you want to be up and about and getting things done and getting your life the way you want it, being, you know, very active in that, being proactive actually, not sitting around and waiting for it to happen, but doing things to ensure that it does happen and that it does work the way you want it to work. So having all of that, it tends to not make you want to lie in bed too long, because you want to be up and about and getting life on. Thank you for joining me this morning, and I'll be here every morning as usual. And if you want to talk about anything, I'm here. Or if you just want to listen to me yapping away, that's fine too. It won't be a waste of your time. So I'll see you again tomorrow. This is Nandi.